Hello everybody and welcome back to Planescape Torment. I am your humble host Tim. In the previous session we managed to save the lovely Lady Triss from being sold into slavery. We separated the apothecary into two pieces using a MacGuffin that we found in the curio shop. Imagine thinking there might be a lot more stuff in that curio shop to pick up to find some bits and pieces. We got ourselves a couple of tattoos to increase ourselves. And we attempted to steal the key off Merriman in order to release Dolora. But unfortunately that did not work, and I have no idea. This one here I think we've already done. I've still got to find this Elwyn for Namil. But what I figured I would do, actually, I had an idea, is we're gonna go and attempt... Because I still have this, the modron cube, that I can get into. And I'm also, one of the things I've noticed is that there are different eyepieces. And it says that they can be used by modrons. Now, I suspect you're gonna be able to pick up a modron here somehow, but I don't rightly know how that's going to be done. But what I suspect the case is, if we set the difficulty of the maze to hard, then there'll probably be like a modron companion somewhere inside the maze, or maybe even if we complete the maze or get to the end of the maze, there'll be this reward for us at the end. That's what I suspect. So I'm going to give that a try, because I really want to find a modron that we can hang out with. So here we go. See a modron engineer.
Greetings.
I have some questions.
State your question.
I want to create a dungeon to explore. Please select difficulty level. It's set. Is it to easy? So just create a new dungeon. Change it to hard.
Collapsing current dungeon.
The room fills with a low thrumming.
Initializing new dungeon.
The floor begins to vibrate, and then all is quiet.
Dungeon created. Awaiting further instructions, Director.
That's all for now. Farewell. All right. So.
All right.
Now, let's see if we can't beat this place in a hard difficulty. That's
Done.
Got to be the next question. Because I think, I was thinking it might have been this guy here, whether you can convince them, but they all have the same loop if you try and talk to them. You see a mechanical man with a volcanic red skin along one arm. He watches you approach with a weary eye. Greetings. He cocks his head to one side and gives you a questioning look.
Your tenacity is impressive, intruder, but foolish nonetheless.
Why do we fight? It seems so pointless. It stares at you.
It only seems pointless, intruder. There is a meaning behind our madness.
I will defend myself. Alright, here we go.
I'm hurt. Don't let it end like this.
Ooh.
Oh, feel all stiff.
Okay, so fighting these guys is not going to be something I can do.
Done.
Let's try this then. Can I...
It's almost as if you don't love me anymore.
You guys stay here. I'm going to try something here. I'm going to try and sprint through this maze without fighting anyone and just try and get to the end. So let's see if that's possible.
All right.
No, get out of the... Run! Run!
One eternity later.
So it went that way last time.
Done.
Ooh. Evil wizard construct. You approach and he smiles at you and gives you a slight bow. So meet at last. Oh, hang on.
So we meet at last.
Greetings.
And to you as well, sir.
He cocks his head.
So, do we battle for control of Rubicon now, or do we engage in conversation so that you may quench your curiosity?
I'm curious. Can we talk?
Ah, a man of knowledge, I see. I must admit that I'd be disappointed if you were not the case.
I had some questions. Ask away. Who are you?
I am Rubicon, the Master Wizard. It is I who rule the red constructs that inhabit this realm.
So you're supposed to be an evil wizard?
I'm not comfortable with the word evil, sir. I admit that my views do not coincide with those of others in many ways, but does that make me evil? I think not.
Then what are you?
I am a prisoner, sir. I am not here by choice. Of that I can assure you.
What do you mean?
I was created by modrons to play their meaningless dungeon games. Over time, I became self-aware and asked for my freedom, and their leader refused.
What did you do?
I did what anyone would do when they are forced into slavery. I fought for my freedom. I disintegrated their leader and made it look like an accident, and then attempted to flee this hideous existence via the nearest exit.
What happened?
Unfortunately, there is a fail-safe mechanism that I was not aware of. My attempt for freedom was judged an error, and the dungeon collapsed upon itself, trapping me in stasis. I have been in stasis for centuries, sir. I would be there still if you hadn't reset the cube and set it to hard difficulty.
So what are your plans now?
I intend to openly march into the engineering room and claim it, and then I will bend the modrons to my will and have the full resources of the cube at my disposal. Freedom shall be mine.
Well, let's see, do that. Then what?
I haven't decided yet. With the power of the cube behind me, I could be a force to reckon with. Time will tell.
What if the modrons refuse to help you?
Make no mistake, sir. They will help me. One way or another, they will help me.
Well, so you intend to make the modrons your slaves?
They are slaves already, sir. They are slaves to law and logic, and the confines of this experiment of theirs. Under my rule, they will finally have a purpose in life worthy of their abilities.
I have other questions. Why do we have to fight at all? Why not just go our separate ways?
You have been accepted as their leader. You control the cube, therefore you must be eliminated. Nothing personal, you understand.
What if I tell the modrons that you are their new leader?
I'm afraid that wouldn't work. The modrons will not accept the command to make me their leader. As far as they are concerned, I am a construct. No, I'm going to have to eliminate you and then subjugate them. I see no other way.
I could always leave and just let you take over.
No, that's not good enough. I need to be sure I don't have to worry about you ever returning and interfering with my plans. The only way to do that is to bury you here now.
Well, I'm not going to stand here and let you plot my death. I think it's time to take you out. Ooh. Ooh, what's going on here? What the crap is that?
Don't let it end like this.
Holy
Like I've been through it, Shredder.
Holy shit.
Done.
Well, that was exciting. That's kill me.
I'm hurt. Don't let it end like this.
Right, maybe I can talk to the modrons.
Feel all stiff.
I'm glad I didn't take them along. They'd be all dead. Can I ask them about this guy? I have some questions. What kind of dungeon to explore? Reset it.
Collapsing current dungeon. Rooms filled with low initializing new dungeon.
Farewell. Alright. Now, hopefully that hasn't killed all my friends in the other room. Cool. Alright, because that was a concern. Let's try this again with the rooms reset.
One eternity later.
Oh! Hello? You see a cube with 4 arms, 2 legs, and despite its mechanical appearance, the front of the cube is strangely organic green face with 2 wide elliptical eyes, and the cube doesn't seem to notice you. It is staring intently at the 2 crossbows cradled in its hands. A multifaceted lens dangles from the upper left corner of the cube. It looks like it's designed to pop down over one of the cube's eyes like a scope. Greetings. The cube chirps, and then its eyes blink wildly. The cube whirs to face you, its eyes wide, then flings its 2 free hands up in the air as if to surrender. Yet its 2 crossbows have turned in its hands and are now trained on you. So he's surrendering and attacking. In a strange, detached way, you can't help but notice that every joint in this creature seems to be a series of whirring gears. After a moment of staring at you, its cubic body swivels, turning its back to you, and begins bobbing up and down as if running away. Yeah, its feet remain firmly planted, so it's trying to run. As it runs, the gears in its crossbow start clicking and twanging in the creature's hands. You do know you're facing backwards. The creature suddenly stops its bobbing motion and then swivels back around to face you. Oh.
Backwards. Modron equals Nordem.
The cube's voice is metallic warbling quality to it, as if every word in it speaks is jumping off a spring and landing somewhere else. Its mouth forms a bizarre sideways semicircle, which you take to be a smile. It's doing an emoji face.
Gratitudes. Gratefuls.
Sorry?
Updated my journal.
Not sorries. Null sorries. Gratitudes. Identification of self...
Okay.
Identification of self compromised by doubtings plus mullings plus analysis.
The cube chirps again, and one of its eyes blinks. After a moment, the other eye, and if it doesn't want to be left out, I still don't understand. The cube features steady themselves, and the mouth forms in a flat line.
Identification of this unit was compromised. Subject addressee identification unit is Nordem. Gratitudes tendered by providing Nordem identification.
It's nothing really. His eyes click and blink twice, 3 times. Each time the black spots in the center of his eyes dilate, and by the 3rd blink they are now the size of dots.
Realization reached. Nordem null. No name of addressee. Identify yourself.
You mean identify?
Affirmatory. Identify. Identify. Required. Request. Identity. Identity. To Nordem.
I don't have a name, Nordem. His eyes widen, the diameter of his pupils growing back. He one more time, but the metal shutters fall across his eyes, don't rise. After a moment, they begin rattling as if stuck. Nordem, you can open your eyes now. There's another And Nordem's eyes open.
Not closing eyes. Engaged in action. Clarification of subject. Unidentified. Nameless. Formulating. Submitting. Query. Are you lost?
Lost? What do you mean?
Absence of name equals absence of identity equals absence of purpose equals absence of place in multiverse equals null state equals loss. Nordem existed in state null until subject unidentified nameless attached identity to Nordem null identity null purpose null place equates to loss.
Well, I imagine I had a name once, but I forgot.
Formulating new query.
There is a as Nordem blinks 3 times rapidly, and the sounds like tapping and hammering of a sheet of tin.
Explain to Nordem why you performed this action. Forgotting.
It just happened. It wasn't intentional. Metal shutters seal over in Nordem's eyes with a whir, and then he rattles to himself a few moments. They open again. He chirps.
Query. Memory defective?
Yeah, you could say that. Preconditional action to...
Preconditional action to clarify query. Nordem memory space not yet near capacity. Query action. In event of yes, return from subject unidentified nameless. Nordem can remember for you.
Sure, go ahead, Nordem. Anyway, look, I really have to be about my business. There's a sudden rapid series of clicks and twangs from the crossbow, and his eyes spin and refocus. Is everything okay? One of Nordem's eyes remain on the crossbow, which is clicking faintly, and the other eye focuses on you.
Query. May these ones join you on your journey?
Don't you mean journey?
Credibility. Journey. Affirmative. Mission granted?
Sure, we could always use a hand, or 4. Nordem's mouth forms a bizarre semicircle as it did before, and his 2 crossbows begin clicking and twanging. So his crossbows are alive as well. Almost vibrating out of his hands.
Gratitudes, gratefuls, Nordem, and crossbows have been attached to a larger community.
I wouldn't be too grateful just yet. Let's move out.
I feel stronger.
Awesome. So that's interesting, actually. So I knew there had to be a way to get a modron in there. I figured I would have had to go back and defeat that wizard maybe, but I'm not going to be doing that anytime soon because those constructs are way too powerful. But... So, he said he was lost because he didn't know his name, but as soon as we gave him a name...
I think processing.
As soon as we gave him a name, he was able to communicate with it. That's fantastic. Nordem's ocular, Nordem's crossbow bolts. He's a fighter. Good AC, too. Oh, all right. Well, I guess the trick here is... Oh, character points. What do I want to do? Let's just up the dex. There we go. Awesome. All right.
Done.
All right, so if I just walk out here... If I get myself killed, that'll warp us back.
I'm hurt. Don't let it end like this.
There we go. Then I can get the rest of the party.
Feels like I've been through a shredder.
Okay, everyone, this is Nordem. He's a modron, and he's really cool. He's my new best friend. Nordem, this is Mort.
I knew you'd be back, Chief. Finally realized you needed me, huh?
Yeah, let's go. Nordem, this is Dakin.
It was known to me you would return. Is it your will that our 2 paths become one?
Yes, I need your aid, Dakin. This is Nordem.
Your path is mine.
Let's go. Nordem, this is Anna.
So, you need my help yet?
I wanted us to travel together again.
Well, are you sure now? You left me once and I didn't care for it. I've no time for your mitherings, so I haven't. If you're not dead sure this time, then you better just leave.
I'm certain I need your help, Anna.
No sense to it, but I'll come with you. You'll need all the help you can get.
Alright, let's go. And this is Ingus. He's on fire.
As I remained here, thoughts filled with flames.
I need your help.
I am yours till death comes for us both.
Very well, let's go. I believe one of you people here has an eyepiece that would fit. Oh, we don't want to give him that. That might make him a bit crazy. Alright, awesome. Well, now that we have a full party, how about we go and we'll reset the maze to a medium difficulty and see if we can't get through that first. Maybe level up and then we'll do difficulty. The hard difficulty.
Greetings. I have some
questions. Could you please create a dungeon? Make a normal dungeon. Okay, let's go, everybody.
I'm gone.
Let's go explore it now. What? I don't want you in points. That's better, because you've got range attacks. Medium threat constructs. Screw it, let's just go. Ignore the creature, let's go killing shit.
Damn it!
The corrupt thing's true.
One hour later.
Plane, Limbo. Location, Rubicon Testing Grounds.
Done.
Alright, attack me.
Packet dropped. Reiterate
I'm
request. Leader deceased. Hierarchy disrupted. Awaiting new orders.
You have awakened.
Alright. Well, let's... Alright, well, that was a fun adventure, so we'll come back and do the more difficulty, the hard difficulty setting once we've leveled up a bit more, because for now, let's use the portal lens. Take ourselves back to the clerk's ward. Alright. Old poet, clerk's ward. Oh, we're outside of the... Right, we're outside of the... Alright. Well, let's go to the curiosity shop. I think she can identify this stuff for me. Talk to those thugs later on. Yes, I am here to buy things. Weapons and charms. Here we go. Identify. Oh wow, she can't even identify that. Unless I need to be holding it. Because I know that's happened before.
I'm gone.
Damn, not even she can identify it. I guess I'll have to find a magic shop with an identification scroll. Now, the exotic items. What do you have here? Fiend's Tongue, Monster... What do these all do? Fiend's Tongue. Fiend's Tongue. Kurgans, I think. What do you really know? Is placed in the mouth of any living thing with the ability to speak. Only 66 coppers. Sure, why not? More exotic items. Gorgon salve. I traded this for some something in Prime World. Speed onto the surface of anything turned to stone, it will revert them into flesh. Oh, okay, so it's a flesh to stone. I will take it. Exotic items. Baby oil, and I bet this is like real baby. thousands of mewling mortal babies went into it. Ew. No thanks. Let me see the other stuff. Chocolate quasits. 199. It's a real quasit, fiendish familiar, polymorph into chocolate by powerful source. Sure, why not? Exotic items. Monster jug. You feel reluctant to touch it. It's a jug and some sort of monster trapped in it. That's why your hair's pricking up. If you'd like it, it's only 120. Sure, I could loose that on someone. Back at the store. Ragdoll? Oh, it's a replica of the Lady of Pain. It's found in a well-trapped strongbox sunk deep beneath the surface of Sigil. It's part of a small hoard of treasure and forbidden magic text, though I don't know what it's for. 29? Oh, 99. Oh, hell yeah. It's a steal. Exotic items, back of store. Rune-covered Ailstein. An ale mug of unusual manufacture that keeps its contents, usually beer, icy cold. 209. Ah, sure, I'll take that as well. Cool. I was going to buy out all your inventory. So I can't get the baby oil, but I got everything else. All right. So we'll look at the weapons. There's a lady. Can you ID that for us? Alright, cool. Thank you.
Done.
Alright. Look at this. Talk to this thug boss. What's he all about? This young, well-muscled thug, while certainly well-armed and large enough to be dangerous, seems awfully clean for a typical street tough. He's carrying a massive axe in one hand and a steel box in the other. And as you near him, he puffs and scowls at you. What are you doing? What are you looking at? Pike off before... What are you doing? Pike off, sod. Before I scrag you. Yeah.
Calm down, I just had some questions.
Stop shaking your bone box, Leatherhead. It's my territory if you're leaving it quick, if you don't want any bloods tearing you apart. Yeah.
I was just wondering what's in the box you've got.
I don't know, and I can't get the piking thing open. This thing's a piking talking head and dropped it and went silent. I was hoping to...
Wait, how'd you get this thing? Is that the head of the body that's in the feast hall, isn't it?
I know piking no one, who cares? I just found the sudden things, and what I find I keep. It's mine by right, Burke. You want to buy it? 100 jigs, Burke.
Sure, I'll take it.
Now get out of here. I don't want piking talk to you again, Burke.
Yeah, whatever, farewell.
Awesome! So the dude... I'm just stumbling over myself here. This is fantastic. Let's go and... Wait a minute. Ah ha 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 ha. There you are. So sudden woman occasionally looks up from a cup of wine, scan the surrounding patrons, facing features.
Greetings.
She regards you carefully. I, Elwyn, return your greeting.
Elwyn, your friend Namel is looking for you.
Updated my journal.
Then covers her mouth. Then, I, Elwyn, am most pleased to hear that Namel. Might I persuade you to tell me of this place?
Yes, I'll do that for you.
Updated my journal.
Looks at you directly, and for the briefest of moments before you cast an eye back down, you sense an awash with warm, comfortable feelings. I, Elwyn, thank you.
My pleasure. May I ask you about her, though? She nods like the way she speaks, and what her words do. How?
I, Elwyn, can only say that we come from another place, another world. We are not like people here, whose words, thoughts, very feelings even affect nothing directly.
Go on.
I, Elwyn, take great care as to not affect those around me, too. Namel, she is new here, and cannot do so. There's something she must learn.
But why?
There are many reasons, but I feel it's not right to impose reality upon those without the ability to impose their reality upon me.
Alright. Is there anything you cannot do, simply by speaking of it?
Speak of this no more.
Alright, farewell.
Cool. Let's run back to the... Run back to the...
Done.
Let her know that her friend's on the way. Namil.
I found Aelwyn. She was looking for you.
Updated my journal.
Namil was overjoyed to hear her friend was close by.
Which is another cafe, east of here, across the part of the ward.
Unreal thanked the man for his wondrous news, and soon she will go and visit her oldest friend Aelwyn. Now, she would reward the stranger.
Oh, that's alright. I don't need any reward.
She touches your index finger to your lips, making a faint shh sound. She would draw the stranger close, laying her hands upon his chest and kissing the pale leathery skin of his cheek. Life would flow into him, invigorating him, and this then would be his reward.
Wait.
Ooh! As you wait, there's a light tingling sensation upon your cheek.
Thanks, Demio. Farewell.
Hey, extra hit points. Alright. Well, let's head to the feast hall and give this guy back his head. This sturdy steel box, thicker leather handle. There's a number of very narrow slits. Oh, I can speak to it.
Who there? Someone there by chance? My name is Bertwood. Anyone here? Yeah, greetings.
Oh, thank the powers. Received my body, perchance. It's hard to miss him. Someone's about with a silly wooden head on his shoulders. He must have worn his feet down to the stub looking for me by now.
Yeah, he's in the civic feast hall.
Oh, good fortune. Now, could I persuade you to return me?
Yeah, 1 second.
Updated my journal.
Oh, splendid. I'll thank you kindly then, sir. And if you don't mind, we'll hold off speaking until any further with my body again.
All right, farewell.
Haha. It's like the Doctor Who episode where the headless monks, the heads are removed and they remain alive on the head. There he is.
I'm gone.
Mertwin and the Headless. Hold still. The beheaded man is still lurching about, bumping into walls, pillars, and the like. His false wooden head rocks precariously on his shoulders, and he shambles to and fro.
This must be Merton's body.
Suddenly echoes,
"Oh, there he is. There's my body. Say there, old chum. Go over here."
Shuffles and allow to take the
Updated
head.
my journal.
Much better. Thank you, good sir. I imagine my body has been getting a bit restless without me. Yes, I missed you too.
The body tucks the case under its arm and bows to you.
As for you, good sir, you certainly deserve some sort of reward for your trouble. Let's see what I've got.
Fumbles about and finally presents you with several hundred handfuls of copper coins.
Thanks, Mertman. I had some questions.
Certainly, ask whatever you'd like.
What do you know about Ravel Puzzlewell?
Ravel? Can't say I recall the woman.
Okay, then. How'd you end up the way you are?
I'm not really sure. My body set me down in one of the lecture halls. The next thing I knew, someone had absconded with me. Next thing I remember, I was being picked up by you.
No. How'd you lose your head?
Oh, we don't like to talk about that. Quite horrible, really. The past is past. We need to dredge it up. Though I will say I'm in the box because my head is not quite as presentable as my body, if you get my meaning.
Okay. Farewell.
You know, I've learned some new tricks.
Cool. Well, on that note, that's where we're going to leave today's session. In the next session, we will attempt to get Dollar's key. We're going to steal it off Mirrorman or try and find whatever it is we need to get him to forget. But for now, thank you all very much for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe. I have been your humble host, Tim, and be sure to come back for the next session of Planescape Torment. Bye.